Hello. Okay, let's go through chapter 4 together, okay? So I'm gonna introduce you to algebra, okay? So in this chapter, there are some concepts, very important concepts that you need to know. So you need to get chapter 4 right. If you don't get chapter 4 right, you'll be doomed for the rest of your life, okay? So it's very important. So some of the things you must know in this chapter are what are variables, what is substitution, what is expansion, what is factorization. Okay, so let's look at 4.1. Okay, introduction to algebra. Okay, let's see. Now we are going to be learning some thing called index notation. Okay, so if I have 7 times 7 times 7, it's 7 to the power 3, correct? Okay, so basically that's called index notation. Okay, very simple. Okay, now let's look at how should I explain? Okay, so when x equals to 1 and y equals to 4, find the value. Okay, example 5x minus 7y plus 2. I want to solve this, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna substitute inside. So basically, right, when my x is 1, what I'm trying to say is that this represents 1. And my y, if it's 4, this represents 4. Okay, now our first step is 5 multiplied by 1. Cause this 5x means 5 times x. Okay, the bracket represents multiply. Minus 7 times 4. Okay, cause your 4 is here. Then you just copy here. Okay, now we are gonna do some simple math. 5 minus 28 plus 2. Then you work out the math from there. Okay, now let me give you another example. When x is 4 and y equals to minus 1, find the value of this thing. Okay, wow, looks complicated, right? But it's not, just copy only. Okay, so when my x is 4, this is 4. When my y is minus 1, this is minus 1. Okay, now my x is 4, so it's 4 squared, correct? Then I have my y is minus 1, so this is basically times minus 1. Okay, because over here this means that it's x squared times y. Okay, now minus 3, what's my x? My x is 4. My y is what? Minus 1 plus 5. Okay, now you can simplify it. Okay, press your calculator and all. So this in mathematics in secondary school, right, you can use the calculator, so don't worry about mental calculation. Okay, I used to be very bad at mental calculations. Oops. Okay, this minus 21. Okay, any mistakes so far? No, I don't think so. Okay, so this is your 4.1 in a nutshell. Okay, I think that's about it. Is it? There is still problem sums though, but I'm going through the simple parts. Okay, so that is your 4.1. Now next one, simplifying linear expression. So what does linear means? If you're smart, you all know linear means straight. Okay, linear basically means straight. When I say it's a linear graph, it is a straight graph. Okay, this is a straight line in the form y equals to mx plus c. Okay, now now, okay, we're gonna learn some new terms here. Okay, we have 4p plus 3q plus pq plus 7. Okay, now I want to find the number of terms. How many terms are there? Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple, 4 terms. Okay, next question. The constant term. So what do I mean by a constant? A constant is a number, okay, with no unknown. What do I mean by that? Okay, this is not a constant. Why? Because 3x, this is unknown. Okay, how about, is this a constant? No, cause I don't know why. Is this a constant? Yes, cause the number is basically 4. Okay, in this thing, which is the constant? -7. Okay, you see it's a number. This one got unknown. This one got unknown. This one got unknown. Okay, coefficient. This is something new. Okay, of each term. Okay, coefficient is basically the number that comes before your entire expression. Example, I have something like that. Okay, my coefficient of x squared is 3. My coefficient of x is 2, and my constant is 4. Okay, so now let's look. Okay, the first term, what is the coefficient of 4p? 4. Okay, second one, what is the coefficient of what's the coefficient of 3q? 3. Remember, your coefficient must be a number. Okay, now what is the coefficient, this is a bit tough, what is the coefficient of minus pq? Here got no number, right? This number go where? This number is basically 1. Okay, now since it's a minus, we follow the sign, -1. Okay, cause it's minus pq equals to minus 1pq. This means -1 times p times q. This is the one. Okay, the fourth one, -7 don't have. Okay, easy. So that is basically your simple concept. Okay, next. Alright, let's identify like terms together. Okay, let me see. 3x, let me make a question real quick. 6 plus 3y. Okay, this is a question I made up on the spot. Okay, now I want to simplify. Okay, when I say simplify, I don't want to solve. Okay, now let's do the like terms together. 3x, which one? Okay, let's look at this term. 3x, I have which one is similar to this one? Which one has x only? 4x. Okay, this one got x or not? Don't have. This one got x or not? Don't have. This one got x or not? Don't have. So it's the same. So we'll bring it down and simplify. What is 3 minus 4? -1. Okay, x, and -1x is basically minus x. Okay, now next one, 7y. 7y, which one got y? This one, right? So it's a 7 plus 3, 10y. Okay, this one the only loner left, 7/6. Okay, easy. You simplify already. Very simple. This will give you 1 mark in O-level exam. Okay, let's do something more difficult. Let's see. Okay, simplify the following. Just now the one I gave you quite hard. Okay, so all this one different, right? All these are the same. So -4 minus 2 is -6. M plus 5m minus n. Hey, remember your bottomers, remember, okay? Minus 6 plus 5 minus 1 minus n. So minus 1 is actually minus m. Easy? Simple. Very easy. Okay? Yeah. 4.3 expansion. Okay, this one listen up. Okay? What I want to do, listen very carefully. This will bring you far in life, okay? Okay? This is simple expansion. Okay? Now, what I am doing here, right, is basically like what is this thing? Okay? The concept behind this is, okay, so what this is saying is this: 5x times this entire thing. Okay, so I want to actually times 5x into the equation 2 times. So expansion is called, I call it the rainbow method lah. Okay, okay, so first thing, if you see that this is, if you have this, right, it means expansion you have 2 times. So first step, 5 times 3 is 15, right? 5, 3 become 15. Okay, x times 1 become x. Okay, plus, now 5 times 2 become 10. X times y become x, y. Simple? Very good. Now, let's do something a little bit more difficult. Okay, now we're going to be learning these 3 things, okay? Very important. Listen very carefully, okay? Okay, these are the 3 golden rules you must know, okay? When you times plus become plus. When you plus, right, you times a negative become negative. Your minus, you times minus, become plus. What do I mean by that? Example, I'm going to do very fast, okay? Okay, minus 6x. Minus become plus. Okay? You see, like, very fast, I must be very quick. Why? Because minus, this is a plus, correct? So minus and plus become minus. This is a minus, Next one. Minus become plus. Okay? Okay, so this is the sign that you have to know. Die, don't know, you die. Okay? Now, let's do something. Okay? 3 bracket x plus 2y. How do I solve this? Expand. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 2y is 6y. Okay, so the thought process here is 3 times x, 3x. 3 times 2y becomes 6y. Ta-da! Can? Very easy, Now, let's do something more complicated. But it's not complicated. Okay, cause you learn the concept already. It's not very difficult, okay? If you go upper sec, especially sec 3, right, you do a lot of this. The sec 2, sec 3 is totally different, okay? Okay, now what do? Expand, very easy. Minus 4 times 5 is minus 20a, 5a, okay? Now your minus become plus. 4 times 3 is 12. Then you have a b. Okay? Plus 7 times a is 7a. You have a minus and a plus here. So here is minus. Okay? 7 times 2b is minus 14b. Okay? Now I want to simplify all these. Okay? Minus 20 and 7. Minus 20 plus 7. Minus 13a. Okay? okay? 12b, sorry. 12b and 14b, okay? Minus 2b. Simple, right? Okay. Very good. Steady bomb PP. Next one. You're gonna be doing something that you did in primary school. Okay. Primary school fractions. Ha ha ha. Okay. Now, in primary school, right, you learn this one, right? Okay. How do you do this in primary school without using calculator? Okay. Now I want to find the common denominator. So by doing that, right, here must times 3, correct? Then whatever you times at the bottom must times at the top, correct? Same for here. You must know this, primary school, 7 over 21 plus 6 over 21. I have the same base, I can combine. 7 plus 6 is 13. Then this is how you simplify. Right? This is your primary school fraction. Okay? Now, we're gonna do it a bit same like secondary school. We'll do something similar, okay? Now, I have two different bases. I want to make the same. Okay? How do I make the same? I will find the common denominator. So here I'll times 4. Okay? Whatever I times at the bottom must times here. Here, I want to times 3. On the top, times 3 also. Then your common denominator will be 12. Okay? Now, when I say times 3, I times 3 to both, okay? So I take 3 bracket 3x minus 4. Can? Over 12. Can, plus. Now, I have times 4. I want times 4 on both inside. So, 4 bracket 2x plus 5 over 12. Can follow? Next, same base, right? I can combine. Okay? Now, from here, what you learned earlier, you expand. Okay, 3 times 3 is 9. With an x. 3 times minus 4 is minus 12. 4 times 2 is 8x. 4 times 5 is 20 over 12. Now I want to simplify. Like terms together, 9x and 8x become x. Sorry, what am I talking about? 9 plus 8, 17. Okay, now minus 12 and 20. 8 over 12. This is your answer. Okay? So I want to simplify. Okay, so this is how you do it. Okay, very simple. Okay, you will do more practice. Do you want me to do one more with you? Should I do one more? Should I do one more with y'all? No lah, actually, yeah, I'll do one more. The more tough one. Yeah. Because this is very important, okay? You need this all the way until Sec 4. This is the basics. If you cannot get these basics right, I swear to God, your life will be a living hell in upper Sec Maths. Okay? Now, I have 3 different bases here. How do I make the same? I want to find the common denominator. Okay? Can we agree that we can go on 20? Oh, bottom is 20, Can or not? Can, right? 4 times what give you 20? 5. So when you time bottom here also must time 5 to both. Okay? Now 5 times what give you 20? 4. Okay? Yeah. So here 2 times what give you 20? 10. Okay? Now, you can just combine if you like. 20. Now, 10 times x minus 1. bracket x minus 1 minus, now here usually if there's nothing I just put, right? So if I times 4, right, I'll put it here together. 4 times 2 is 8. So it becomes 8, 3 minus x. Can follow minus, follow the signs minus 5 bracket 3x plus 2. Can follow Now we do our expansion. I'm going to do this very fast 24 plus 8x minus 15x minus 10. Now we will group like terms together. 10 plus 8 minus 15. In the upper side, you have to do this very fast. Okay, the speed I'm doing now is quite slow. 3x minus 10 minus 24 minus 50 minus 10 minus 44. Can follow So this simple thing you must do it right. Okay, now next one, factorizing. This is where it gets confusing. Okay, 4.4. Okay, now factorizing is the opposite of expansion. Okay, so example, when I do this, right, it's called expansion. Now I want to do it the other way around. Okay, I want to get this. So they'll give us this question and I want to factorize. Factorize, how to factorize? I want to basically write this algebraic expression as a product of its prime, as a product of its factors, meaning I take out whatever that's common. Now I can see 3 is common, right? So I can take out 3 bracket x plus y. Now why, you may ask, why, right? So now take out 3, right, means if I take out 3 means I'm dividing by 3. So 3x divided by 3 become x. 3y divided by 3 become y. Okay? Now, how to check your answer? I expand. This one equals to this one. If it's the same, that's correct already. Okay? Now, let's do something more difficult. You must do constant practice. Now, find the common one, okay? Okay. Perfect. Now, what are the common factors? You all know the common factors of these 3 numbers? Actually, right, you can do your prime factorization. What you learned in your chapter 1, right? 8 16 36. Say you do. Also can, but you must know at the back of your head, okay? So if you have a minus over here, all 3 are minus, wow, it makes your life easy. I can take minus 1, which is minus. Now, the common denominator, let's all agree, is 4, okay? I can all divide by 4, and it becomes an integer. Okay, I can divide by 4. Now, next one. There's a b here, right? Sorry. There's a b here, right? Very interesting. Then here also got b, right? Here also got b, right? Oh, then you can take out b also. Okay, now let's factorize. Minus 4b times what give you minus 8b? 2. Correct? Because minus 4b times 2 is minus 8b. Correct? Next one. We'll look at the sign. We want a minus, so it's a plus here. Okay? Because, remember, plus times minus will give you minus. Okay? So you see, this one times this one will give me this one. I covered that just now. Okay? Can Now, 4 times what give you 16? 4. Okay, now I already got my B inside, so I have left my A. Okay, so let's look here. Minus 4B times 4A minus 16AB. Correct? Correct. Very good. Now, last one. Plus again. Because when I expand out, become minus. Okay, so 4 times what give you 36? 9. Okay. I have my B ready. Now I have my C here. Okay. Can. So you can check if inside right don't have any more common factors, then you're good to go. This is correct. Okay, easy very easy. Okay, so I think that's all. Is that it? That's it for chapter 4. Okay, definitely I skip a lot of parts, but this is the crucial parts that you have to know to sit for your WA2. Okay, please don't fail me. Okay, bye bye. Any question, just ask me. Happy learning.